Bada bing, bada boom. Your big auntie. Fringe girl, for all you French fashionistas out there. This is me actually changing the water hose on my iron. Long story short, I bought the water hose and some more components I needed. To put it bluntly, I needed some components. I bought them all, and I also bought an extra water hose and a couple of other pieces. At the time, I did not use two of the pieces, the water hose and the other piece. I still have it in a bag. And I bought the water. What is this stuff called? Resin, the iron resin. And I just slapped the water hose and the other component in the storage away. And I was doing some ironing and found that the hose was leaking. So this is me changing the water hose that I've had this iron for the better part of 15, 20 years. 15, 16, 17, 18 years, 20 years. At least 15 at the bare minimum. So yes, the hose and this is part of the process again of me showing you guys what can happen. Your hose can get a hole in it. That I have a bottom shield right there on the bottom of it because I can't remember what that thing is called, but it's supposed to glide over the fabric more smoothly. There's a solenoid there on the side where the hose is coming out of. I had to get a new one of those. I've had to replace a couple of pieces on there. The iron was $99 back when I first bought it, and I think you can still get one for like $78 or $89. So yeah, things go wrong. Things wear out. Obsolescence, whether it's built into them or not, and I think in the case of a hose, I don't know if they can build obsolescence into just about anything. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. But this hose is ancient, and so I needed to change it. And that's what you see here, me preparing to change this hose. As it was leaking water. And I had to reach back onto the internet and back into my body of knowledge because when I tried to get the water to go through it, it wasn't. So I had to go and Google siphon. You'll see when I get to the end. I actually cut this off because it was taking too long, and I felt embarrassed because I didn't know how to siphon the water out of siphon the water and get it going back through the hose again. But I did, like 10 minutes after I cut the video off. Yeah, it was flowing like a sieve. I mean, water was everywhere. So anyway, this is me changing the hose. So I've been looking at these de minimis terms when I guess Trump let the expired or wrote an executive order that basically nullified the de minimis terms. That was any item over packages worth $800 or more, worth $800 or less, were not subject to tariffs, and that was taken away. So I've been looking at a lot of articles, and I went down a deep rabbit hole, and I wanted to talk about that, but it is just way too much information, and I have to figure out a way to show you guys what I'm talking about. If you don't know what this whole tariff thing is about. Then I also went to Pinterest because the de minimis and the tariff issues were so expansive and deep. I mean, just complicated. And I'm not angry or anything. It's that's the way it is, you know. And so, again, I'm not showing you all that stuff right now because it's really in depth, and I was like, wow, I can't. talk about this in 22 minutes. Actually, this is 18 minutes long. So, like I said, I went to Pinterest and I was looking for images to share with you regarding my project that's coming up. And I'm going to show you guys, but not in this video. But I will be showing you what I have in mind. You will see again the graphic that I made versus what I found on Pinterest. And it was interesting because it seems, I don't know, okay, I'm not saying, but it hints at some racial things going on there. And it's like, whoa. Not angry. It's just odd that if you want to make some money, you think you'd try to, hit a broad audience. But apparently some of these images and some of the way this stuff is put on the internet, it's like they're trying to attract a certain customer. So whatever, I just want to sell some clothes, to be perfectly honest with you. And so I may have to redesign my apparel to fit more than one racial demographic. I don't mind. It's just odd that I have to bring that up because this planet, these societies are so racially divided by class, gender, political ideology. See, I told you I was going to go into politics and I didn't want to. I mean, I was looking for images to show you guys what I want to make. And when you're doing this stuff, you say, why is it like this? And how come you only see a certain amount of people here? And then over here, you see all these people. It's like it's divided by ethnicity, and it's really trippy. So, yeah. Again, people can make excuses. They can manufacture. They can obfuscate. But if you're looking at this stuff, it's kind of hard to not see it. It's kind of hard to not see that there is a tinge of racialized narratives being used. I just wanted to show you guys there was water in there. And there really is water in there. I don't know why I'm frowning. There really is water in there. Look at me. You see the water there? Yeah. There. I'm so silly. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what, when you're doing this stuff sometimes, like, why the hell am I doing that? And then when you see it after the fact, you're like, why the hell did I do that? It was just so ridiculously silly. So, anyway. It was relatively easy putting this on. It was. Sometimes I'm apprehensive about doing things. I don't want to mess it up. That iron could probably go through another U-Haul. I love that iron though, to be perfectly honest with you. I never show you guys when I'm ironing, but I do have an iron, as you can see. See, like I said, if you guys want to see me iron, I can show you me ironing. It'll just be more footage of me ironing. But I have this concept that's coming up in about 3-4 minutes. It's the dress, the pants, sweater, knitwear set, top and bottom, that I'm contemplating making. But now I think I'm going to have to switch up on the design a little, so I can hit a broader demographic, which I find weird that I have to mention that. And it isn't, I know people can get, antsy about that stuff, but it just seems weird the way these algorithms, because they're written by people, and the way stuff pops up, it's like, why is it specifically, you know, because all I did was I went into Pinterest and I put in knit, you know, sets, pants and tops. That's what I did. And what came up was a monotoned selection. And I changed something up. I can't remember what I did. I changed something up. And then another demographic came up and I was like, whoa. It's totally a trip. On the first demographic, the clothes ran anywhere from about $69. I'm gonna go back and swipe the images because I can get them off of Pinterest and not have to worry about copyright or copyright or trademark strikes. But these clothes were starting off at $69.99 for a knit top and knit bottoms, and they were going all the way up to $650. On the second demographic, when I did my little alteration to my search terms, they were coming in with sheen, and they were $25, they were $22, they were $24, $28, and it's just like, wow. That's stuff you see, you know, and it's like, oh, well, there, you know, there's no racism, there's no, you know, identity politics, but you can see it online. That's why, you know, we're all in this state, because it's right there in our face. You can try to gaslight me all you want, but I know what, you know, the system returned to me. It's really kooky. It's really kooky. I'm not gonna fret over it though. I just hope I can sell some clothes to you guys. I really don't care who buys it. I was having a time of my life. I was having a hard time getting that unit back into that hose. It was driving me nuts for the better part of 2 to 3 minutes. But I got it in there though, and the iron works fine. See that? It's uneven. I had to fiddle with it literally. So I want to make that set you just seen moments ago. Knit tops with knit bottoms. And I'm also going to make some more dresses, some bodycon dresses. I have enough fabric. They will be in black and white, green, black and white, red, black and white, tan, black and white. I have those 4 colors, those 4 knit sources. All told, probably a bolt, maybe 2 bolts. Because she just, when the woman gave it to me, it was just already off the bolt. And I guess she had tried to make a garment and then, or maybe she did make some garments, but it was a leftover, and I had a bunch. It was a bunch of it. I got 2 bags full of it. It's drapey, clingy. If you have curves, and it has no structural support. So if you have curves, and you have curves where you don't want them, you need to think about getting a body shaper. Because it has no support whatsoever. So think about that. You know, I will let you know if what I'm making, or I will try to, or you can ask me, what you making? Does it have structural support? And this garment does not. They won't. You're going to see me look real silly here. trying to get the water to flow through this tube, and it's not flowing. So I had to, because I'm coming to the end here, I literally had to cut off the video and figure it out. I sat down and I Googled it, and then oh, that's what you did. And what I had to do was literally put the tube in water, submerse it in water, so the water would, so the suction would run through, and that's what I did, and it came right out. But during this little that doesn't work. You can't do that. You have to make sure where the water is coming from is higher than where it's going, and then you like get a small container of water and you stick it in there, and the water will just flow, as opposed to trying to bend it and squeeze it down. That doesn't work. And obviously I forgot this, so it shows me right. It serves me right. There's my other flag, you can see. Yeah, those air bubbles were tight. They don't play once they get in there. But you just, if you know where to search, what to search for, you can find it just about anything out there on the line. Just about anything. Put it that way. And as you can see, I'm hard-headed because I keep trying to do something that doesn't work. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to start reading my books, and I'm going to start trying to make lives here real soon. But I don't know what the format's going to be. But yeah, I really want to do that. So that's what I'm working toward. I still do my premieres, but I really want to do some lives. Put my ugly mug on the camera so you guys can see me in real time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you'd enjoyed. See you in the next video.